There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Vontaze Burfict. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Ziggy Ansah in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They run again with Logan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This is Logan. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing! Go! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it here with Logan. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Glennon. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here come the Raiders. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And some strong running. Oh, it breaks another. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, got the best of both worlds. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Blue lighting. Sonic. 4 down. 550. Easy. Crunch. Ready. Crunch.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Third and long for Winston. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to score. It's a pick six makes it a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan. Getting the ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. The Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They run with Logan, and he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On third down, that's Logan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This is Elliott, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a second down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. 13th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They go to Elliott again. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play for the Raiders on 3rd down. 53 yards. The give is to Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. An update from down in Southern California. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion. And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go now.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. Left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be knocked down sideways. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Brenza's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run the counter now on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fresh set of downs here. And a give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raiders on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in the East Bay. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they try the right side here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 31. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go now. White 25.
Running with Elliott. They find some open field here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have another first down and more. And he's into the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Carson. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Powerful running. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 19. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. It's the Broncos that have added on to their lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got some space here. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, Jameis Winston still down. Must have been shaken up there on the last play. Let's hope he's okay. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, that's Logan. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.